the NCR will now be placed under the General Community Quarantine or the GCQ starting June 1.
Good morning to everyone. So first of all, I'm Melissa Roque. We're here to discuss and to learn. We may present to all of you the work of Group 5 and it's all about the different text structures and we will giving each a one paragraph. First, the description text structure. Second, sequence, compare and contrast, cause and effect, and the last one, problem solution. And all paragraphs must be connect about experiences on a global pandemic.
So I will be explaining about the description. As you can see in the topic, there are the details that are needed. It has the clue words like such as. It became description since there is a topic, idea, and a thing that can be described by listing its characteristics and examples. So here in the description, I just wrote down the experiences of people in our country experiencing the changes in the world because of the pandemic.
The epidemic has become both a nightmare and a reality for everyone throughout the world after one horrific year in isolation. But many university students have endured severe constraints as a result of COVID-19. Quarantine has produced tension, fear, and frustrations for individuals afraid about contracting the disease all across the world. This stress can take many various forms, differs from person to person. While no one can dispute that students have experienced unusual school year, the extent to which the quarantine has affected America's student body has lately been investigated. Numerous schools experts have also expressed their true thoughts on how COVID-19 may be affected with the social elements at Platteville, as well as how the virus may influence students globally. COVID-19 revealed not just the well-documented opportunity and enrichment inequities that exist between high and low income student populations, but also worsened the economic, socioeconomic, healthcare inequities that present in many regions of the world. As a result, low-income kids were likely to have access to the circumstances and resources they needed to succeed. As a result of these disparities, low-income pupils fall farther behind their better-off counterparts, the digital divide, which refers to the reality that certain students lack access to equipment and internet services required for online learning. Resulted from these disparities, teachers of low-income kids are less likely to be adept in digital software programs and computer training, in addition to not having the instrument for online learning.
Hello, this is Aquila Upiña, and I will be presenting my work in Compare Contrast. Most of the pandemics in the 20th and 21st century have either been caused by influenza virus or coronavirus. The 2003 SARS pandemic had a much smaller impact than this current coronavirus pandemic. In terms of number of deaths COVID-19 has caused, it is more comparable with previous flu pandemics. The Asian flu in 1957 to 1958 killed an estimated 1.1 million people, close to the 1 million people thought to have been killed by the Hong Kong flu pandemic in 1968 to 1970. Like COVID-19, Asian flu killed mostly people older than 65. Spanish flu was different in that it hit young and healthy people particularly hard. Apart from the devastating loss of life, the sheer disruption to normal life means that the pandemics have long been predicted to damage the economy. Yet each successive pandemic seems to affect the economy more. Largely, responses to previous pandemics relied on hygiene and sanitation measures such as hand washing, but not on lockdowns, physical distancing, or other measures that disrupt economies. No pandemic is likely to have had such a brutal impact on the economy as COVID-19, which has triggered a near total shutdown of social and economic activity. Indeed, global pandemics cause us such hard times. In the contrast comparison, I gave details on the current pandemic haunting us. I add more details on previous pandemics and the impact they had on the world, especially in the Philippines.
For our cause and effect is that our world is experiencing a pandemic that kills and made people vulnerable because of our bad deeds. As the pandemic hits us, our world stops for a bit. In that time, our world becomes clean for a short time. Yet, the pandemic that we call COVID-19 has impacted all of us. Thus far, depending on our standing as individuals and as members of society, the pandemic's impact and consequences are treated differently. People who are affluent and wealthy are the priority, while the average citizen is not given much attention in some hospitals. As a result, many people who are incapable in life have a larger percentage on the COVID data deaths. Many people starve and scared because of our own carelessness. We have abused, ignored, and overlooked our own world. Therefore, we didn't take good care of it. As a consequence of our negligence, many people have lost their family, friends, and even their neighbor, or we should say their loved and special ones. In this paragraph, there are a lot of causes and effects on what happened in our world and what things we are experiencing nowadays in the text that I just read a while ago. As you can see on the screen, this paragraph is cause and effect because it has something that happened and why it happened. There are also some keywords that you can tell if it is a cause or an effect. The keywords for causes that were used in the paragraph were because of and as. And the keywords for the effects that were used were as a consequence, as a result, and thus. The first cause in the text is because of our bad deeds. The effect of it is our world is experiencing a pandemic, which is the COVID-19 that kills and made people vulnerable. The second cause and effect in the text are the cause is as the pandemic hits us, the effect mentioned in the text is our world stops for a bit, and in that time our world becomes clean for a short time. And there are more causes and effects that you can tell in the text. And for our problem solution, we have Miss Lynn Talia.
Coronaviruses are a vast family of viruses that cause everything from the common cold to more serious diseases like Middle East Respiratory Syndrome-related coronavirus or MERS-CoV and severe acute respiratory syndrome-related coronavirus or SARS-CoV. Coronavirus may also infect farm animals and domesticated pets, causing a range of illnesses. The novel coronavirus is a new coronavirus strain that has not been previously detected in humans. The new coronavirus has caused serious pneumonia in a number of people in China and has spread to a number of other nations and cities. The World Health Organization declared on February 12, 2020 that the unusual ailment is now known as coronavirus disease 19 or COVID-19, and the virus that caused it is known as COVID-19 virus. The Department of Health recommends the public to take precautions, practice proper cough etiquette, cover mouth and nose with tissue or sleeves and bend of elbows when coughing or sneezing. Move away from people when coughing. Do not spit. Throw away used tissues properly. Always wash your hands after sneezing or coughing. Use alcohol or sanitizer. Maintain a distance of at least 1 meter away from individuals experiencing respiratory symptoms. Avoid unprotected contact with farm animals. Coronaviruses are a broad category of viruses that may cause a variety of ailments, from a common cold to more deadly infections like MERS-CoV. Coronavirus may infect farm animals and pets, causing a wide range of illnesses. The new coronavirus has infected many people in China and spread to other states and regions. People should be attentive according to the Department of Health. A formerly undiscovered coronavirus strain has been discovered.
Ha 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 ha.